Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to my channel. Top 10 ways to save money and cut expenses. So make sure to watch the full video. In today's fast-paced world, finding ways to save money and cut expenses has become essential for individuals seeking financial stability and long-term wealth. By adopting effective strategies and making conscious choices, individuals can take control of their finances and work towards achieving their financial goals. In this comprehensive guide, we will explore the top 10 ways to save money and cut expenses, providing practical tips and strategies that can be implemented in everyday life to foster financial success. 10. Cut transportation costs. Explore ways to cut transportation costs, such as carpooling, using public transportation, or biking/walking when feasible. Consider downsizing to a more fuel-efficient vehicle or utilizing ride-sharing services instead of owning a car. Regular vehicle maintenance and driving efficiently can also save on fuel expenses. 9. Track your stress. If you've had small children at home, you know how they can get lost if you don't care for them. So is money. The solution is simple but requires discipline. Keep track of your spending. If you don't know where your money is going, it's nearly impossible to know where you can deduct. To be clear, we mean anything, including the dollar you pay for drinks. Just doing this will make you wonder if you need to pay the price. Use a notebook, list, or financial app. Do this for at least a month. 2 is better, and you'll have the information you need for the next step in the process. 8. Budgeting. At its most basic, budgeting involves 3 things: knowing what you're getting, knowing what you're spending, and making a plan to spend less than you spend. The importance of budgeting is that when you know what your income and expenses are, you can prioritize spending to meet your goals. While it's wise to keep track of every dollar, it's not for everyone. Another approach is the 50-30-20 rule. Spend 50% on the things you need: essential housing, utilities, insurance, food, clothing, taxes, reimbursements. 30% on the things you want: food, entertainment, luxury, and 20% on savings. You have to be disciplined not to use what you plan for storage. However, if you pay attention to the ways to cut debt, you can. 7. Renew subscription. Here's an easy way. Are there magazines, publishing services, or subscriptions that you don't use often or no longer use? Stop them. Have you been using the product or service for several months? Can you find a cheaper price? Get rid of it. If you realize you missed out, you can re-register when money isn't tight. Avoid any email newsletters or catalogs that encourage you to make a sudden purchase, even if they don't cost you money directly. Again, you can sign up in the future, but you must join now first. 6. Debt consolidation. Unless you're paying cash for everything, a good idea, but rarely done, debt can make up a large portion of your monthly bills. Auto loans, credit cards, and student loans are piling up. Each of these expenses is considered a separate expense, and each may be the best thing you can do at the time. But you can probably do better by looking at your overheads. Debt consolidation combines multiple debts into monthly payments. It works especially well if you have one or more subprime loans or student loan balances. A loan with a lower interest rate can reduce your monthly payments and pay off your debt faster, a win-win as long as you make your payments on time. Switching your credit card to a lower interest rate card may also work, but you only have 18 months to pay off that debt before the interest rate rises. Another option for credit card debt is a debt management program that you can get through a nonprofit loan program. Credit counseling agencies help consumers create affordable monthly budgets so they can stay out of credit card debt. Card companies offer discounts on their fees, and customers pay a monthly nonprofit statement, which is then paid to each card company. 5. Eat at home. You have to eat, but you don't have to go out to eat. We get it. Eating at restaurants or dining out saves time and can taste better than what comes out of the kitchen. However, it is very expensive. Much more, ultimately, you don't have to stick to the entire Dave Ramsey rice and beans and rice diet to make a big difference. But you have to reduce. Don't believe the kitchen. There are tons of recipes and YouTube videos for beginners. Cook a few of your favorite foods and freeze the ones you don't plan to eat for future meals. Buy non-perishable items, use meal coupons. Buy in-store or in-store instead of brand names. Buying fewer cups of coffee can also help reduce debt. 4. Make a list while you shop. Better buy your groceries from the grocery store instead of the restaurant. Now you want to save money at the grocery store, and what works is making a shopping list ahead of time and sticking to it. When you arrive at the store, resist the urge to buy. Even better if you organize your list based on sales in your ad market. 3. Keep your credit card. Credit cards are very useful, which is one of their disadvantages. It's easy to make purchases you shouldn't, but think you'll pay when the credit card is due. This is why many people get into credit card debt. Even if you keep your balance at zero, the money you spend on shopping will not be enough to buy more important things. So it's not easy to find ways to use your credit card. Keep it at home instead of in your purse or wallet. It may seem crazy, but you might want to consider freezing your credit card on ice. You'll still have them if needed, but getting rid of them will take time and help you decide if you should buy them this time. This is different from freezing your credit to protect yourself from identity theft, which might be wise but won't help you cut. 2. Switch to cash only. If you're serious about reducing debt and guilt, just switch to using cash only, at least temporarily, if not permanently. Doing so forces you to account for every penny you spend, and research shows that people spend more when they use cash than with credit cards. Spending cash means you can't live beyond your income. To facilitate this, irregular expenses, rent/amount, utilities, etc., are paid via automatic withdrawal. The rest of your spending is limited to your balance. 1. Pay your debt. If you want to get out of debt and save money, it's easy. Get out of debt. This is especially true for credit card debt, which carries higher interest rates than traditional loans. The money you spend on interest is money you can't spend on other things you want or need. It pays off for the convenience of getting something before you can afford it. The longer the refund takes, the higher the cost. There are many ways to pay off your debt, depending on how much you owe. Refinancing the debt at a low rate will help, but still requires zero repayment commitments. If you can't pay it back, list all the debts you owe and sort them by interest rate, from highest to lowest. Then, pay off the highest interest debt first, then the highest interest, and so on. Make debt payments part of your monthly budget. Set a target date to get out of debt, and do whatever it takes to make it happen. Adopting these top 10 strategies to save money and cut expenses can have a significant impact on your financial well-being. By creating a budget, reducing discretionary expenses, negotiating bills, shopping smart, minimizing energy consumption, cutting transportation costs, reviewing insurance policies, reducing food expenses, and tracking and eliminating debt, you can make significant progress toward your financial goals. Remember that saving money requires discipline and consistent effort, but the long-term rewards are worth it. By embracing these strategies and incorporating them into your daily life, you can gain control over your finances, build savings, and pave the way toward a more secure and prosperous future. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go.